Okay, but should should the man be called insecure just because he doesn't want his girl going to a place where men are more likely to just be like trying to attempt to get with her? I mean, that's what the club is really for, is to interact. The music is such and such and so, but the mingling and the networking is why everybody's there. They're interested in. That's why everybody tries to put on their best outfit and look the best.
True. That is very true. Um,
Couldn't it be like, okay, that girls' night out, they went to a restaurant dinner versus the club?
I guess a restaurant dinner would be more
More appropriate for somebody in a relationship?
appropriate. Yeah,
Okay. Have
than
you?
going to the club. Yeah,
Okay.
you start dancing. Someone kind of goes behind you, and you're in your own little world, and something happens.
Yeah.
It's just.
Okay. Just want to run that by you. And nowadays, who has to bring more to the table, men or women, to get the relationship to work?
Oh, definitely should be 50-50.
You think it should be 50-50?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, how are you going to be one-sided? You know, um,
So you're okay with
I
like
definitely
splitting
feel,
bills and stuff like that? Like first,
yeah, I feel like you should split bills. If you go out to a nice dinner or something, maybe I could get it one night and then you could get it the next night. Or if you want to do dinner and then go get some ice cream, I will do the dinner, you'll get the ice cream. Just that type of idea
mhm,
where you're putting in the same amount of effort.
mhm,
If one person's putting in all the effort, how is it going to work in the future?
yeah. But how could
You know,
that
you
how could
just
that be brought up though? Like I mean, most nowadays you would think that the woman would frown upon that. Like if they were to ask, like, hey, like you got half of the bill, like you got your half, like, or when they come through and like you guys have a good conversation, you guys are having like a good time, and then when the check comes, you ask them to split it. Like, when that make a red flag for like a woman? I'm like, what? What does he want? He wants to split the bill?
I mean, I guess that's to each woman being different. To
Okay,
me personally, I always offer to pay the bill.
so you wouldn't be
I
offended?
don't like, no, to me,
Okay,
I wouldn't be offended.
okay,
I mean, we're all struggling.
okay,
We all got bills. We all have different things. For you to take your time, and to me, time is money.
hmm,
If I'm taking time from you, that's something that you could have been doing with something else productive with your day.
hmm,
So to me, that's enough. If me doing time with you, that's also me. I could have, been doing a photo shoot. I could have been doing an event. But if I take the time out of your day and I'm not getting paid, like obviously it's going to be that whole 50-50
hmm.
thing.
Okay, I can see that. Um, you think most women in general nowadays are okay with the 50-50, or they prefer their man to pay majority? They don't pay at all, but pay majority.
Most, most women, I would say they do like the men to pay everything.
Okay. um, how would you recommend for a man to ask a woman to split 50-50 without her getting mad?
So I would probably say maybe bringing it up by, let's say on the first date, be like, hey, you know what, I got this. And, once you start going into more of a relationship or more hanging out more, be like, hey, like, what if we just, go half and half? The
Yeah,
bills are not getting
I would
here,
think.
girl.
I think that
Like, yeah, like,
it'll
I have
probably
to pay
open
my
up.
rent today.
She'll probably look in the corner of her eye like, yeah, I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
But I feel like it's important for the girls as well. The girls
Mm,
should be, it's known that everyone is working hard. You work just as hard. So for you to just go to a fancy dinner and order a ton of stuff and
mm,
get cocktails that cost what, $10-$15 each,
mm.
it's expensive.
Okay.
So as a woman, it should be known that
Yeah.
you have to pay half of
Okay. I can see that. Um, who would you say nowadays on either side, is it harder for a man to attract a woman and to be able to get her attention and to carry on conversation to be able to date her? Or is it harder for women to get a man's attention and to be able to retain him and date him?
it. I think it's harder for a girl.
You think so? Why so?
Yeah. I feel like,
More competition?
and it's more competition. It's always just been off for a girl to be like, hey, oh, hey, I actually like you. You know, sometimes be like, oh, the girl's thirsty,
Mm,
or she's being needy, or
mm,
like, oh, I have this girl all on me and I can't get her off.
mm,
So it just comes off weird if a girl shows interest first.
mm. Okay. Is
Um,
that what most people is that what most women feel, that they feel like if they like pretty much shoot this first shot that they're being thirsty?
if the men do the first shot,
No, like if the woman shoots a shot, like does
if
it?
the woman shoots the first shot, to me, I find it as confidence. Other
Okay.
people, I feel like they would be, they're thirsty, or
Mm, okay.
something like that.
Okay. So like why else is it besides like the whole thirsty thing? Like why is it harder for women to attract a man?
Because I mean, I feel like that's only the reason. It's just when girls put themselves out there, it's just guys don't know how to react to it, I guess, or it's just, or they get turned down, or it's just weird for a girl to go out of her way and be like, oh, hey, like I actually think you're cute. I would like to take you on a date.
Mm,
It's just seen as unusual, I guess
okay.
you could say.
Out of 10 guys that you come across, whether it's DMs or in person or anything like that, how many out of 10 guys? How many guys can't that carry a good conversation outside of hi and hello?
There's a lot.
Like
There's a lot of people who can't carry such conversation.
they're
Um,
awkward or they don't.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're just awkward. I'm gonna talk about a little experience that I had
Okay.
where I went on this really bad date.
Hmm.
So the guy came up to me at the gym and he was like, "Hey, what are you doing later?" I actually had nothing going on, so I was like, "You know what? I'm actually not doing anything." He's like, "You want to go grab some dinner?" I was like, "Sure, why not? We'll
Hmm.
do some dinner."
Okay.
So we meet up. He got there first, and he got a table, whatever. I was like, "Oh, okay, where are you at?" I try to find him. He's like, "Oh, I'm sitting right in front of a TV," and I was like, "Okay, kind of weird, but okay, whatever."
Hmm.
And I was trying to carry a conversation, like, "Oh, what do you do?" Like what you hit a gym, just making
Hmm.
like casual conversation.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, this guy would not stop watching the TV.
What was it, like sports on or something?
You asked me, yeah, he was watching. I think it was a soccer game, it was a
Okay.
baseball, it was like some
Yeah.
type of sport.
Okay.
And I was just trying to have a conversation with him, and he would just give me one answer question, and
Really?
I was just kept watching TV. Yeah,
Okay.
or I ask them about themselves, and I don't know if they just feel awkward talking about themselves, where they usually talk about the girl. I don't know what it is, but
Hmm.
when I try talking about them and asking them questions, they just seem thrown off.
Hmm. Okay. Right.
Yeah, it's
How long
weird.
did that date
I don't
last?
know.
Did the date last long?
Excuse me?
Did the date last long?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah,
Okay.
it's weird.
So before he approached you at the gym, did you notice him in the gym a couple times, or that was like the only time you seen him?
I had seen him 2 or 3 times before that.
Okay. Did you guys make eye contact and stuff before, or he just went for it?
We just avoid each other completely. I just way across the gym, and I'm way on this side.
Okay. I mean, he got the hint, right? Like he didn't try to hit you up again and try to.
Yeah, no, he definitely got the hint.
Okay.
Afterwards, he was like, "Oh, you want to go and get some drinks after?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm okay. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna go home." It's
Okay.
just that nice turn down. I wasn't rude about it. If he was into the game, he was into the game.
Okay. Okay.
But it's just, to me, it was weird for him to ask me on a date
Yeah.
and just be so distracted.
Okay.